All right, here we are. You just press play here. Okay, Jordan and the Digitera cohort for the spring 2020 semester. I would like to present to you Swiss Key. I would like to introduce myself. I'm Kyle Kemper. I'm a friend of Jordan's. I've been working in the cryptocurrency space for a long time, and I'm building a project called Swiss Key, which is not a startup. We call it an exponential organization. Let me dive through our presentation. I want to just put this on your radar and have you guys start thinking about this. I believe in radical collaboration and co-creation, and we're building something to really bring great value to the world. I would love your assistance in helping this, and love your ideas and in commitment and superpowers as we help unlock cryptocurrency for the planet. So, cryptocurrency, it lives on blockchains. To use and move cryptocurrency, you need a public key and a private key. The public key is like the email address for money. The private key is like the password. In order to use Bitcoin, if someone wants to send you Bitcoin, you're going to need a wallet. And the wallets create the public key and the private key. They store your private key. You don't see it, but it holds it, and it generates public keys so people can send you cryptocurrency. That's how it works. And the cryptocurrency, it lives on the blockchain. And the blockchain is a distributed database that records all the different transactions and holds the balances on it. So that's just like a really quick primer into cryptocurrency. I'm sure you guys are probably a little bit aware of it. Maybe not. Maybe you haven't looked into it too much. But I highly encourage you guys to do some research into cryptocurrency. It is a technological tour de force, as Bill Gates said. So the big problem that we're solving is that cryptocurrency is difficult to use. Most of the wallets out there that I was talking about, they require you to write down 12 or 24 words just to set up your app. This is really difficult. This is just like from a starting point of view, if you download an app and the first thing you got to do is write down 12 words securely, and it's telling you messages that if you lose your phone and you lose these words, you're going to lose all your assets and your money. Like, that's scary. That's not a good user experience. Other problem is there are so many service providers out there. There are so many companies servicing this emerging cryptocurrency ecosystem, from exchanges to companies that allow you to buy stuff with Bitcoin, to wallets, to physical products. We've got these cards, which I'll explain in a little bit. There are so many different products out there that just figuring out your way in it is difficult. And then there's a big problem of trust. A lot of people are lazy when they're entering this space, and they end up just choosing like the easiest solution. Like Coinbase, for example, is a really easy solution. There was a company called Quadriga that was an exchange in Canada. It was really easy. And a whole bunch of people like deposited their money, set up an account there, put their money in there, bought Bitcoin, and just kept their Bitcoin on there. And then one day, the founder mysteriously died in India. And as a result, $190 million worth of cryptocurrency that was users' cryptocurrencies that they were holding disappeared, that was rendered inaccessible. So all those people, I have lots of friends who got really burned by that because they were lazy and they didn't listen to me about putting it into your own wallet. They just kept it there, and then they lost it. And, you know, in 10 years, when we look back, that's going to be it's going to give people stomach aches and headaches. And gosh, I mean, I would probably puke if that happened to me, if not worse. So this is this problem of trust. There must be a better way. I'm here to tell you there is a better way. And it's Swiss Key. And our purpose is to make cryptocurrency and blockchain simple, secure, and accessible to absolutely everyone. It is the solution. It's your command center. It's your key and your vault. It's your unified wallet. It's your keychain. It's super accessible. It only takes 2 minutes to set up your wallet. You don't have to write down any words. It uses a username and password. Everybody understands username and passwords. That's something they get. There is a little bit of a difference. There's no I forgot my password button, because when there is an I forgot my password button, and that's a sign that somebody else has control. And if there was an I forgot your password button, then somebody could maliciously click that and restore your account if they had your credentials. So that's the thing that we've solved. So it's an easy way that everybody knows. Like, the app is really fast and really powerful. You can support all the different coins. So right now you might need a different wallet for a bunch of different tokens or cryptocurrencies. But in this one, you can store most of the major ones all together. And you can easily request money and you can send money and you're set up instantly. The best part is you're in full control. Nobody else has control. You're in control. You are the bank. It's like having like a Swiss bank in your pocket. And the next thing is it's a one-stop shop. So using this, people can buy cryptocurrency directly within it. They can exchange cryptocurrency from one to another. You can buy gift cards. You can be at Starbucks or at Whole Foods and buy a gift card while in line using Bitcoin. It's really, really incredible. And then we have these physical cards. So this is the Swiss Key crypto card. This is like a bill. It's kind of like a blank check or like a blank bill. I'll show you how it works. It's really cool. So I open up the Tangem app. This is a company that we partnered with, and we've put our brand on it, and we have these branded cards. So we go to Tangem, we go new scan, we tap it to the card, it picks it up. It uses NFC, near field communication, and there's a secure microchip in here. And it shows you a picture of the card, shows you how much value is on the card. Right now, this one doesn't have any value, and it shows you the address to load it. And this address, you can just take a screenshot of that. You could post that on social media, and then that's your mailbox for money. Anybody with the address can send money to you. But in order to spend it, there's the private key. And where's the private key? The private key is on the card, and you can't back up the private key. So whoever has the card, if it has value on it, has the key. This is what's really important. So these are super convenient. And because it has NFC, that's that little symbol there, you're going to be able to, at point of sale machines that have that little NFC, you're going to be able to tap it and pay. So if you have $100 on here and your bill is $20, you're going to go tap and it'll take $20 on and you'll keep your card, just like that. The other thing that you could do with the card is if you got $100 on it and somebody wants to charge you $100 for something, you can just give them the card. And it's done like that. It's like a bill in that way. The cards cost a little bit of money. We're selling them for $20, but that's going to come down over time as well. I'm going to be sure to get you guys some cards to play with too. So the card works with the app. So this is the app. This is the Swiss Key. This is the most sensible, secure, and simple app for your most simple, secure, and accessible digital wallet. It uses your Touch ID, and then you have this simple screen of scan, request, and wallet. Let me keep it cool button, which I'll talk about later. But in this, just tap on wallets, and look, okay, in this wallet, I got about $250 in these different cryptocurrencies, just like that. And if I want Bitcoin, for example, I go into my Bitcoin, and then I can go request, and there's my address. And if I put $20 on there, and if somebody scanned that right now, it would say, it would say, when you scanned it, it would say, do you want to spend that? And so that's how it works on the other side. So one person has the request, the other person has the scan. So the other person, if you want to pay someone and they have Swiss Key on theirs and they go request $20, you just pull out your Swiss Key, say scan, tap, scan that, and then press send, and then boom, right away, boom, $20 received. You'll see it in Bitcoin, received. So that's how that works. This is a perfect app for new people in the industry to come in. So we call it like the Swiss Army knife of digital wallets. It can do a lot of different things. It's really, really cool. So like I said, you can scan addresses, you can request money from other people and create those request codes that allows you to send people to send you value. It keeps your wallets. It generates the keys for all these different assets. It's really incredible. You can exchange. So if you've got Bitcoin and you really want Dogecoin, which is really one of the fun coins out there. You can swap it within the app. You can say exchange $50 in Bitcoin for Dogecoin. You swipe it, and then within about 10 minutes, you'll get the Dogecoin. It's a much superior solution than having to set up an exchange account, deposit your money on there, trade it for Dogecoin, withdraw the Doge out to another wallet. Like that takes long, and it puts trust and responsibility in that exchange. We want to reduce that risk because that's a risk. And you can also buy and sell crypto within the app too, using a credit card, and there's going to be more and more options for that too. So these are some of the different the protocols and digital currencies that we accept within the wallet. So we've got Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, and Bitcoin SV, and Bitcoin Gold, and different versions of Bitcoin. We got Monero, which is like a privacy coin. We've got Ethereum, which is a really big Canadian currency. It's a smart contract protocol that also has thousands of different tokens underneath it. It's really interesting. There's Litecoin, which is like, some people call it like the silver to Bitcoin being the gold. And you got Dogecoin, which I think is like the copper to the silver to the gold, but it's much cuter than copper. And then there's all these other ones. EOS is a really big up and coming platform. Ripple is a really big platform. Digibyte is a really cool one. Dash 2, Qtum, these are all amazing different protocols, and you have access. You have accounts in all of these currencies by just setting up a wallet. Like I said, Ethereum has a bunch of tokens underneath it. So there's thousands and thousands of different tokens. You guys could create your own token for the class and then be able to have that value within the wallet. That might be something to look into. So let's talk about the market for a second for wallets. This graphic, it only goes to the middle of 2017, and it's showing growth. If you actually look at it, it's almost doubling every year. And if we go to where we are today, it's estimated that there are about 50 million unique cryptocurrency wallets out there. So that means the market is doubling almost every year, which means there are, like, we can expect over this next year, almost 50 million people to be coming into crypto. Where are they going to go? These are the wallets that we have. These are the options that we have right now. There are a whole bunch of different wallets available on the market. And most of them just have bees on them. They're kind of blue, and yeah, and there's some really good products in here, but this is where we're going to be too. And we're going to start at the bottom when we launch, and our goal is to get to the top as quickly as possible. I'm putting us in 3 years to get up to the top, but I think we can do it better, especially if we all work together. So we've got some really cool partnerships that are making all of this possible. So I didn't build that wallet that I just showed you. That was actually built by Edge Wallet. They're a really good friend of mine, and I have amazing respect and a good relationship with the CEO. And I wanted to take Edge Wallet, and I was talking to them about how can we make Edge Wallet perfect for everybody on the planet. And I had some ideas around marketing and branding, and they had just rebranded, so they weren't really interested in a rebrand, but they offer a white label solution. And because the app earns revenue within it, if we just share the revenue a little bit, they're more than happy for us to do this strategy. So that's what we're doing with Edge. We've rebranded it to Swiss Key, and we've added a couple new screens to it, and we're going to be adding more little features to it as well. But at the core, it's secured by this amazing technology, which has been built for 6 years. Then we have Tangem. Tangem are the makers of these cards. So they designed this secure microchip inside that stores the private key and doesn't let anybody else get it. They manufacture these cards. When I first saw Tangem, you know what I did? I went and I bought 55 cards for the launch of the company. And that just created a relationship with them. I started talking to them and started talking to their new CEO, Sergio Mello. And he was super, super awesome. And I was telling him how much I love the technology, and he was telling me how much he loves SwissKey, the brand, and our purpose, and our goals, and our mission. And, you know, as a result, we've decided to partner up and collaborate. So they made me a whole bunch of these cards with the SwissKey logo on it, and we're going to be integrating this card, that app that I showed you before. We're going to be integrating that app functionality into SwissKey. So you're going to be able to go back to that request screen and it says $20 right now, you're going to be able to tap that to the back of the phone, and it will sign $20 off of the card into your wallet. So imagine this. You're going to be able to, like, you know, if you want to pay the person next to you $20, for example, or $10, all he'll have to do is say $10, and you just take your card and tap it to his phone. Boom. Okay, $10 was just sent. He was like, "Yep, okay, received. Great. Put the card back into your wallet, and it's done." This is like a really amazing, easy thing. And then there's Bitboard. Bitboard is another partner that we haven't really talked too much about, but they've got this amazing technology that is going to work with our camera. So when we press that scan button, so if we go back into Swiss Key and I press the scan button, it then shows up this. It just shows you whatever. If you point it at the card, it's going to be able to recognize the card. And because we'll have the card, that image in the Bitboard system, it will actually trigger a checkout. So you'll be able to trigger an invoice. It'll be added to your cart effectively, and you'll be able to buy it in one swipe. The only question is, how fast do you want it and how many do you want? Now, this technology could also be used for billboards, for bus stop ads, for magazine ads, for TV ads, because at the end of the day, an image on TV is just a whole bunch of images going really fast. So it's really cool technology that is going to, I think, reshape the way that a lot of commerce is conducted and a lot of payments are conducted, and it's going to change the advertising industry by making physical static ads digital and interactive, which I think is wicked. So here's another concept I'd like to kind of get across, and this is the idea of smartnerships. This isn't necessarily a partnership where you've got a written contract where you're going to do this and this and this. This is about recognizing, okay, we're all in this boat together. We all have this same vision of the same shared purpose of making cryptocurrency accessible to the world and bringing awesome solutions from this new financial system to the world. And so, we understand that and we want to support each other. So we think about, hey, what are some ways that we can do to help you guys? And we work together towards helping bring on all these people. On this list are a bunch of really cool companies. I'll just describe a couple of them. Cheapair.com, you can buy flights with Bitcoin. It is so easy. Bitcoin and a number of other cryptocurrencies. There's a chance, or there's an opportunity in our roadmap to add the ability to just buy a flight right from Swiss Key. So this is about putting it all in one place, and that's great value. I mean, buying flights can be a bit of a challenge. Purse.io, it's a really cool company that gets you discounts on Amazon purchases. So you can instantly get 5% off by paying with Bitcoin using Purse. You can actually request a higher discount too, but it might take a little bit more time for your order to get fulfilled. Overstock.com is like an Amazon, and they accept cryptocurrency like purely. There's a company called Lolly, which I highly recommend all of you download. It's a Chrome extension that gives you Bitcoin back when you make purchases online at certain vendors. They have a huge list of vendors, and I think I spent $50 on Walmart, and I got like $2 or $3 worth of Bitcoin back. So I paid on my credit card, and I got Bitcoin back from them. Like, that's really cool. And that's a way to get more people Bitcoin. And once you've got it on Lolly, you're going to need to get it out of Lolly, and you're going to want it to go into your Swiss Key wallet so you can spend it and use it later, or at least be in control of it, because this comes back to that trust thing. If I'm accruing all my Bitcoin with Lolly and they're holding on to it, something happens to Lolly, I no longer have my Bitcoin. Shopify, you guys probably all know about Shopify. So any Shopify merchant can add crypto payments to their site. So it's a natural smartnership, if you will, that we work with Shopify. We don't work with them specifically, but the app works to make payments to any Shopify retailer. MoonPay is a payment provider that allows you to buy Bitcoin with Apple Pay directly from within Swiss Key already. It's super cool. They're like a partner. Then there's a company called Shift out of Toronto, which does digital identity. When we have digital identity, we're going to need a place to store that digital identity, and SwissKey will be that place for it. Cyclebit is this point of sale company that makes this unit. So they're selling these units, and we're partnered with them. And the cards already work with their machine. They have a whole bunch of these cards and are doing demos with their machines all over the world, showing how it works. Bitrefill. Remember I talked about how you could buy gift cards? Well, gift cards you use Bitrefill for, and they work directly within the wallet. If I go back into the wallet and I go buy gift cards, that's our option. Say I'm in Canada, okay, buy gift cards. Who do I want to buy a gift card for? Wheel spinning. Anyways, we'll get back to that. But you can buy the gift card directly within the wallet. Coinberry, they're a great company out of Toronto that is like a crypto bank. So you can send money from your bank account to Coinberry, buy Bitcoin, and then you can withdraw the Bitcoin from Coinberry into your SwissKey wallet. You can also set it up to buy a set amount a day. So that's a really good way. If you're thinking about getting into Bitcoin, I highly recommend, or getting your parents into Bitcoin, I highly recommend not just buying it all at once, but set a schedule. Say, let's buy $100 a month or $500 a month or something like that. And then figure out what that is a day. And then you deposit all the money on there. And every day, boom, 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 transactions happen. And that's a good way to kind of like de-risk yourself from making one big bet. It's like, buy a little bit every day. It's a smart way to kind of get into Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Travela is a site that allows you to buy hotels with Bitcoin. It's like Expedia for Bitcoin. Sticker Mule is just, I love stickers. I really love stickers. And Sticker Mule is an amazing company that allows you to buy stickers, and I've used those. These are Sticker Mule stickers. They've actually got QR codes on them, so you can scan them and it'll take you to link.bar/SwissKey, which is our really fast link page about it. So that's the way people will just be able to go scan that and then download the app and learn about the app and be guided through the app. BitPay, that's a great company to allow businesses to accept Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Azure, that's something else. I don't even know why they're on there, to be honest. So these are all the people. In order to build an exponential organization, you need lots of people. We need lots of people as part of the movement who believe in this. There's a picture of people with capes. These are my friends in San Francisco, and we went out one night wearing capes. And this is just about driving awareness. And also, there's an underlying superhero theme in this whole world. I believe in superpowers. I believe in superhumans, and I believe that each of us has superpowers within them, and that right now the world needs more superheroes. So I'm calling on all of you to put on your capes, and whether you want in this project or another, just know that you are capable of anything, and you can do it. And once you don a cape, you'll feel the power. And you can also imagine that you have an invisible cape on right now. In the bottom picture here, there's a picture of us from Portugal where we had a decentralized dance party, which is an amazing, super cool concept, which we can talk about another time. We were at the OECD in Paris for a conference, and I gave everybody these Doge stickers, and look, they all put them in their jackets. And these are some of the most influential people in the world in cryptocurrency and regulations. All these people. This is the lovely, lovely, beautiful woman holding that sticker. That's my fiance and partner, Brittany. She is absolutely incredible. There's me in the middle with a Doge. I just love Doges. Yeah, there's all really excellent people. So how are we going to bring this technology to the world? Well, we're going to be going on tour. We're going to be going to different cryptocurrency and different technology and other kind of like community events and festivals, and introducing this technology and meeting with leaders and doing podcasts and doing content creation and holding workshops and activations. And the whole time we're going to be doing it, we're going to be using SwissKey, and we're going to be living on cryptocurrency. And it's going to be me and Brittany and our child as the permanence on the tour. And then a lot of those people as well are all welcome to join. And we want to be going around and just bringing this message of SwissKey and helping drive impressions and awareness and downloads of the wallet, and helping people take this first step in their crypto journey, odyssey, adventure, lifestyle. So there's another way. So that's our physical approach. But we've also got a PR approach. So like a press strategy for how are we going to do it. So this is like just a cool lesson in how do you make news. So if you think about whatever industry you're in and you identify what are the news items that are going to make news in the industry. In Bitcoin, things that make a lot of the big news are headlines like this. Quadriga loses $190 million. Speculation over Cotton's death swirls. So this was like a huge story. And what we're going to do, our strategy is to have press releases already ready for when this type of event happens or something close to that happens. Exchanges get hacked all the time. Like people leave, they scam, they spend money internally, they break down. There's there is shady business going on in this world of digital money. And we recognize that and we warn against that. And so with our press releases, we're sending out, as soon as that news breaks, we're going to fire out press releases to all the different media people and be able to position ourselves as thought leaders who can comment on the stories, but also position Swiss Key as the solution to that problem, to this problem of losing all your money because you trusted in some group. You don't want that. With Swiss Key, you're in full control. Your keys, your coins. So let's talk about the business of Swiss Key for a second. So we make money from the app revenue. When people buy Bitcoin, when they exchange crypto for crypto, when they buy gift cards, we make a little bit of money. We also have the Keep It Cool button that I was mentioning, and that's a donation channel. So the app is free. And if people are using it and have money in it, it's free service. So, we want to ask people for a charitable donation. And we can do things like on your 50th login, maybe we ask them for a donation. On your 100th login, on your 200th login, we just ask for a little bit of money. And I really believe in the power of that, especially when we have numbers. That can be a really good revenue channel, and that's based on this concept of gratitude too, which is a wonderful kind of concept. Part of our strategy is gifting, and this is a way for people to give back. So then we have card revenue. So we'll be having these cards on Amazon, by the end of the year, hopefully fully automated and distributed and everything set up and selling that way. So we'll make profit margin on every single card sold. Then we'll also have affiliate revenues. So like that Coinberry or Purse.io or Cheap Air or all these different services that we're promoting out there, they all have referral links. And if we have like a Swiss Key on that Swiss Key page, we also link out all these different services and help channel new users to these, leverage our branding, leverage our awareness, leverage the power of that QR code to help people get into this, but to also check out our friends. And they're also looking for trust. So we're building a symbol of trust. So we're not going to just highlight and recommend people to go use some shady services. We're going to recommend them to the ones that we know, the ones that we trust, the ones that we validated. We're not, wholly liable for what takes place in that thing, but we will point them in the direction, doing it consciously and honorably. And then the last opportunity for revenue is brand licensing. So we're building up this brand. As you can see, we've already got it on a card. We've got it on the digital wallet. There's an opportunity to put it onto more things as well. There are things called hardware wallets, which this is kind of a hardware wallet, but it's a really basic one. It's a really unique one too. But then there's other ones that we can put the Swiss Key brand on those too. There's an opportunity to do like a consulting business or an exchange or an OTC desk, which helps like high net worth individuals buy Bitcoin simply by having an agent there. Let's say if you have someone who wants to buy like $100,000 worth of Bitcoin or $1 million or more, they probably want to talk to someone. So this would be a good opportunity because there are a bunch of those guys. They'd probably be willing to pay a portion of their overall revenues, a licensing, a royalty to us for having that brand. And there's terms to that, but that is a revenue channel for us. All right, now let's just talk about me for a second. So this is my project. This is my baby. This is my magnus opus, if you could say. This is something I'm hoping to create a legacy with and build into this beautiful exponential organization that is really simple in what we're offering, but incredibly powerful in what we're building. Before this, I'm from Ottawa. I grew up here. I went to school at Dalhousie University. I studied business there. After that, I worked at the BDC in downtown Ottawa in their venture capital division. I met some entrepreneurs there who were building a mobile company, and I joined them and worked in mobile app development, and branding and marketing with them for a number of years. Then after that, I kind of got bored of technology, and I went and worked at my family restaurant at the Clock Tower. You guys probably know about that. Yeah, my dad's one of the partners in that. So I was a server and a bartender for about 5 years, all while at the same time involved in the crypto space as well. And that was actually when I was introduced to it, really introduced to it. Someone came into my life who taught me all about it. And then I ended up putting a Bitcoin ATM in the Clock Tower, and then went to go present to the Senate of Canada and showed them how it works. And we brought the ATM to the floor, and then I joined an exchange, and and then that exchange got sold to another exchange and to another exchange. And I went with each of them. I've worked with all sorts of different companies and been to probably 100 different conferences and spoken at many of them, and have a really great network of friends. And this whole industry has taught me so much and has really kind of helped me evolve as a person and grow into my full power, if you will. And then I wrote a book about wallets too, because this is something I've been talking about forever. And this book is kind of like a little bit of a prophecy about what's possible when we have control over our keys, and not just our keys for money, but also our keys for identity and for data, and how we can achieve something that I like to call seamless experience. So a lot of the annoying little friction points in life that, when you see something like that can be done better. Every time I get a receipt, I'm like, there must be a better way. Well, I'm here to tell you that there absolutely is. And, ultimately with Swiss Key, we can make a purchase and it will send you your receipt directly to your wallet. If you buy a car, you'll get the deed. If you buy a house, you'll get the deed. You get transaction details. Taxes can split. It can be all there's a great opportunity for an incredible kind of coming together. All right. This is Brittany. As I talked about her earlier, she is helping on the project. She's amazing, amazing, amazing. I would love for her to speak to everybody about what we're doing, how she's involved, and how we're putting a beautiful kind of divine feminine touch into all of our activations and creations, and everything that we do. This is my team. This is some of the people who are working on it. I've got a CTO who's in Switzerland. His name's Oz. He is absolutely amazing. I've got a professor named Chris McCarthy who's working out of Nebraska and Colorado. And he's just a numbers wizard and helping us with the projections and strategy and overall company organization. I've got a great graphic designer. We have a great graphic designer called Seth Chaps, who's this amazing guy. He did the logos for the cards. He did the stickers. He did this deck that you're seeing. He's really incredible. And then there's Yosef. I hope we can bring Yosef into the class one day, because he does these things called collaboratories, where we play a game that looks like Monopoly, but it's absolutely not Monopoly. It teaches you that Monopoly is a game of win-lose. Only one person wins. Monopoly sucks. It's a terrible game. And the purpose of this game is to start thinking about Monopoly, but to understand that that's just not a good way to do it. And how when we work with other people that we're playing with, and we have these things called action cards, and these are action cards that we all possess in our life that are different pieces of value. And if we keep our action cards to ourselves, we're kind of playing against each other. But if we all know what our action cards are, we can create incredible value. And we can go from not win-lose, not even win-win, but we can go from win to the power of win. exponential value creation. And Yosef has been, I played this game with him and it changed the way that I think. And then he actually helped initiate me and get me on this journey and has been coaching me the whole way through. I've built a founders circle of amazing people like from my life who have also invested in the project and contributing to the project. This is how we build like vested interest, shared ownership, and we have a revenue structure that's actually going to incentivize them in the long term for their help and their participation and their investment and their like willingness to play action cards together, so and to play this game together. And then I talk a little bit about the money. So we've got some financials showing, how we're not going to instantly go to the moon, but over the years, as we pick up momentum, this business can make a lot of money, and our costs are also going to grow over time as well. We're not going to make money in the first year. We're not going to make money in the beginning of the second year, but by halfway through the second year, we're going to become profitable, and we're raising money too. So right now, I'm in the process of raising $400,000 for 20% of the company. And this is my pitch deck that I'm showing to all of you. And this, my goal with this money is to give us a year worth of runway, a year worth of money to spend on going on tour, on getting the app finished, on getting us on Amazon. And some people might think that's a lot of money. Others might think that's not enough money. This is like a realistic estimate of how much money we're actually going to need to do this. And this is giving for 20% of the equity of the company. So that is what we're positioning right now. That is my pitch. That is my ask if you've seen Dragon's Den or Shark Tank or anything like that. This is what I'm promoting. These are the goals. And then our goal is to raise more money in a year once we have users and understand the growth, and raise more money so that we can add more value to the organization. So that's what that's what Swiss Key is. That was kind of the whole story. And in talking to Jordan, he speaks so highly of all of his students and the power within the room, and that there's an opportunity to think collectively and collaboratively and creatively about how we can get involved. And I would love to open the opportunity all of you to come get involved in this project. I would love your input, love you to test the app, provide feedback, think about it, get involved. This is an early stage, but I say it's exponential organization. There's a lot of work to do. There's a lot of tasks. At the end of the day, we need to drive impressions. We need to drive downloads. We need to drive the brand out there. We need to develop the technology, and we need to create a big, wonderful community of people who share this vision of making money more accessible, more secure, and easy to use, helping work us towards that concept of seamless experience so that we can spend more time doing what we want to be doing and creating value in our own ways, and less time struggling through the friction that this existing system places on us all the time. So that's it for my presentation, guys. Thank you so much. Maybe there's a chance we can organize a little question and answer after you guys watch this. We'll see. But I want to just say thank you so much for your attention, and this has been an absolute pleasure. Just doing this has been great value for me. I can't wait to wrap this up. By the way, how I did this, I used Keynote and I used Zoom, and I did a recording on Zoom, and I shared my screen. So if anybody ever wants to do this too, that's how you do it. It's really easy. And then I publish it on YouTube, and I put it as unlisted. I'm not sure if I want to share this with everybody yet, but that way I can share the link with Jordan, and he can just load it on the computer, and boom, we're playing, we're here. All right, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And really excited to have shared this knowledge with you and this information with you, and looking forward to collaborating as we move forward. All right, you guys. I'm just going to turn off the recording now. Bye.